I posted a video. But I did say I was going to do my Q&A. So I'm going to start by first saying that I am from Baltimore. There's a lot of people asking me, where am I from? I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I am in the east section of the United States, eastern seaboard, east. So I'm next to the ocean. So Maryland is one of the states that's next to the Atlantic Ocean. To all of you who are from other countries, and I've seen some of your questions that was written, and I had to translate some of the questions that you asked, and thank you to everyone who sent me the email. I could only get 25 of the 75 questions that was asked, and a lot of the questions were very personal, and I did not want to answer them right away. So I'm going to start with question number 1. So I'm not putting anybody's names out there before I start about who asked me this question or anything like that, because I'm not like that. So I am going to start with the first question. So the first question that was asked to me was, how long have you been a fan of the color pink? When I was 14, I was kind of like a tomboy when I graduated out of the 8th grade. So my mom got tired of everyone thinking I was her son. So she straight up said, look, I'm gonna have to do something else. So she put me in modeling school for a little while and completely threw everything away in my wardrobe, and she bought me a pink shirt, and this was the year of 99. I was 14. So ever since then I was like, okay. So she bought me a couple pink shirts from the store called Value City. Yes, I'm really telling my age because Value City doesn't even exist anymore. So she was like, here, these are pink shirts, you're gonna have to make it work. So she bought me some pink shirts, red shirts, turquoise, all these other colors that was kind of girly. So when I wore the pink shirt, and I was like, you know what? I said, I think I don't look too bad in this. So I started wearing pink every day to school through 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So I became Pinky in high school. So everyone known me for pink. So since 1999, pink has been my favorite color, and August next year will be my 20th year wearing pink. So I'm really telling my age right now, but I've been loving pink ever since then. It always looked good on me. So I'm like, hey, and I've been a girly girl ever since. What is your favorite food? That's question number 2. I like French fries, always have, ever since I was a child. I love French fries. I don't know why, but it's like, it's one of my favorite foods. And cheese fries is definitely my favorite. I love cheese fries with salt and pepper. So yeah, I prefer the baked fries instead of the fried fries. So, or the grease fries as we say, or air fryer. I prefer that too. So question number 3 is, what made you decide to start a blog? Back in 2016, when I first started this blog, I didn't know where I wanted to go with it. I was really unsure, but I know I just wanted to do something different, or as a hobby at first. I didn't think it would even come this far as it did, and I'm fortunate and very grateful for that. So I don't know how to put it, but what made me, it was just a hobby when I came back on the second time around as like video editing, the music and all of that, because I didn't even know how to do that at first until I started school for information technology, and I got a chance to learn different things about what you do with videos and all of that in one of my classes, and it's been on the road ever since. So I see all these people doing clothes hauls when with the YouTube, like Boohoo.com, Fashion Nova, and Charlotte Russe, Goodwill, local thrift stores, Walmart, Family Dollar, all these different hauls. So I like to shop, so I started like, hey, well, why not I do something? I can do it. And some friends of mine were like, yeah, start telling people how you can get stuff for cheap, or, you know, for the people who are frugal and on a budget but still want to look nice. So I started doing that. And at first didn't really know what I was doing in the beginning, but now I'm highly okay and highly comfortable with doing the video editing myself, and no one helps me with my videos. I do them myself unless my schedule is extremely tight. Then I will have somebody step in and edit the video, and I will talk over it, and then we'll put the music in. There we have it. There's the video. So question number 4 is, what YouTube bloggers inspire you? So when it comes to, I guess when I first started really paying attention to YouTube, hair-wise, the first person I discovered with crochet braid hair was De La Soul. She did something from the Curl Cologne collection in 2016, and I loved her hair. And she's also one of my absolute favorite bloggers as well, along with Just the Dragoness and Jujubee. So I started looking at her videos, Jujubee, Just the Dragon. I started looking at all of them, and they just inspired me to do a blog along with the rest of the bloggers that I also watch often and also like. That would be Taste Pink, Brilliant Beauty, Brianna Tahari, The Natural Chick, and of course, one of my very, very favorite bloggers. He doesn't have nothing to do with hair, but he also inspired me to start a blog. That would be LaGuardia Cross from the new Father Chronicles. He is so funny with his 2 adorable daughters, and that would be Nayeli and Amala. Those would be the 2 girls that his 2 daughters, and also his wife, Leah Cross. They have inspired me as well to keep going, and shout out to Leah Cross as well, because I understand your journey, and I just wanted to let you know, keep going and stay strong. So question number 5 is, have you ever considered reviewing products like makeup and any type of creams? Yes, I will be reviewing makeup once I really learn how to apply it, because makeup really isn't my strong point, but I might do the creams because there's other people on here that are good with makeup. So see Just the Dragoness for that, for the makeup part. But makeup is not really my thing. I really like just hair and clothes. That would really be my thing. So I like makeup, but sometimes it just takes a little too long to put it on. So I just apply a very light amount and keep it moving. That's about it. But all the other stuff about I couldn't even tell you that. Everybody has their strong points on stuff, and makeup really isn't a strong point for the Beaute Geek brand, but maybe later in the future, but not right now. Question number 6 was, how was your experience at the Naturalista Hair Expo? Back in September, when I got the news that 3 of my 3 favorite bloggers would be on a panel together, I was so excited. And I was smiling. I didn't know what to do. That was a very amazing experience. And I got a chance to also put myself out there and meet some of the companies and the people behind some of the brands that I use myself and one was from the Curls collection. One is the Curls company, and got a chance to talk with their CEO and all of that. So it was just an amazing experience to see and meet a lot of the bloggers. And also, I didn't even have no business cards then, because I was still in the beginning stages of, I only had the blog about 2 months then. So they was like, you need to start getting business cards. You really need to let these companies know you're serious. And also be careful about what you post on your Instagram page. That's why I do not have any personal pictures now on my Instagram page, because it is for companies to see, because I want to do business with them in the future, you know, hopefully 2019, 2020, and years to come. So I had to delete a lot of personal things and personal pictures from the Beaute Geek page. I do have a personal Instagram page. It does not have a lot of followers because it's mainly for the people who personally know me. So that's how it is. When you're a blogger, you have two, one for business and the other one is for personal. Question number 7. We've seen on Instagram that you lost 3 people in a 2-year gap. How did you mentally and emotionally pull yourself back together afterwards? So some of you have seen my Instagram page before. I deleted a lot of the pictures. So in April 23rd, 2015, I lost my grandmother. I was 30 years old. March the 18th, 2016, I lost my uncle several days after my birthday. I was 31. And July the 13th, 2017, my mother passed away. I was 32 years old. So that was quite a hit, especially with my uncle and my mother, because they were like my 2 niches, like my two go-tos for everything. I always went to them for everything. So how I bounced back was, yes, I've been under depression before. I'm not even going to lie, act like I've always been together, because I haven't. I wasn't, and I'm not going to act like it now. So I went through depression, especially around the time my uncle was passing away. When he was sick, I think I went through the worst at that part in like 2015 and into 2016. Yes, I went through some major depression, and unfortunately did try to take myself out several times because of that. Because I just was like, I just lost my grandmother. My uncle is sick. What do I do now? So I did not know what to do with that situation at all. So all I know is that he was sick and it was tearing me apart, seeing him suffer through that sickness, and it just tore me apart on the inside. So just trying to go through that at such a young age, and I didn't even have any children. So yeah, it was just a dark place for me. And then at that time, other things did happen as well. And then shortly after, like late 2016, my mother started to really get sick then. So I had to see her. She was sick as well. And that really, really just tore me up again, because I was just saying, like, how much can one person endure in such a short time frame? So how I managed to bounce back and pull myself together, because my uncle and my mother were 2 upbeat people, and I'm a very upbeat person as well. I like to laugh, I like to joke, I like to smile. So by them being strong and upbeat people, I had to think, like, how would they want me to be out here in this world without them? So I thought as a more positive way, instead of saying, oh, they left me here. No, this is a temporary break from them because I will see them again one day. So that's how I look at it. Everybody doesn't take things like that, so I guess you could say in a positive manner, or try to move forward in a positive manner, but I do. I look at it as, hey, they're going to see me again one day, and I believe in God, so they are one prayer away from me. That's how I look at it. So that's my positive message. If you're going through any major losses like myself, it will get better with time. It will. It don't really get, some people say it get easier, but it don't get better. It all depends on your mindset. So my mindset is, my mother is positive, so I continue to laugh, joke, and still be myself. I am more of myself now versus going through it with all three of them. So that's how I managed to move forward. I just basically looked at my mom and my uncle was more in my future versus now. They're looking at me, but they're in my future because one day I will see them again, because our time on earth is only temporary. So question number 8. What are your favorite shopping sites? My favorite shopping sites will be Fashion Nova, which is where this jacket came from. I got this for $30. This is very, very cute. And this was more of a spring jacket, but I caught it on sale back in October or early November, something like that. It was only like $26 on sale because I had a promo code card that they sent me when I ordered something. And also that would be Amazon. Depends on what it is, because I don't like Amazon Prime. I prefer to just wait and get in the mail, because at least some of these Prime drivers are off the hook. I'm not going to even speak on my experience, but I just prefer to get in the mail. Pretty Little Things, Forever 21, the Wish app. But if you're going to use the Wish app, I would highly recommend the sizing, because it's coming from China and a lot of stuff is cut small, especially people like myself. I weigh almost 160 pounds. I'm like 158, 159. So you have to, like somebody like me, I wear like an extra large or large. So I recommend somebody my size get like a 2 or 3X. Because if it's an extra large, or maybe 3, 4X something, but I know that their stuff is cut extremely small depending on what you order. I can't even say all of it, because some of the stuff, this is a 5X, look like a medium, so I can't even say that. So it's all depending on what you order, but I try to minimize what I order from the Wish app. It's not a lot. It would be boohoo.com, Victoria's Secret, and Charlotte Russe. And yeah, tonight is an important night for me because I am a fashionista. I consider myself one. So I will be watching and tuning into the Victoria's Secret fashion show tonight while I eat my dinner. Question number 9. How is your channel going, and do you make profit off of it? It all depends. When it comes to us bloggers, some do better on YouTube, some do better on Instagram. I personally do better on Instagram. As far as payout wise, I do better on Instagram. YouTube is kind of like a give and take thing, and I am still under 1,000 followers, so it haven't even really started to take off yet on the YouTube part. But on Instagram, I get a lot of responses. I get a lot of stuff going on the Instagram channel as far as making money from my Instagram page. So yes, I do make it from the Instagram versus the YouTube. Just like some people do better with YouTube, but not that well on Instagram. So it all depends on where your audience is. My audience is more on on Instagram versus YouTube. And also depending on what you want to advertise as well. So if you want to do Amazon, or because Amazon do really good payouts as far as the commission wise for the bloggers. So depending on what you want to do with Amazon, you can try to contact them to be an influencer like myself and some of the other bloggers who are doing YouTube and advertising for Amazon. So yes. So I know once I get to 500 subscribers, which will probably be soon, I will be doing some type of Amazon giveaway with some type of either wig. 5 people will get a nice wig, or 5 of my winners will get 5 packs of crochet hair. Something like that. So I'm going to, so hopefully let's get to 500 subscribers so I can go ahead and get that giveaway. And I'm trying to figure out what type of giveaway I might do for my 1,000 subscribers. That probably will be like 10 gift cards or something like that. So I'm gonna get that. So I'm hoping to get more and more subscribers on my channel. Can't really post as much as I can right now because I am a student and I work a full-time job, so I'm high in demand with my job as well. So yeah, we will keep going, but 2019 is right around the corner. So I'm still going to continue to post on my blog as much as I can when I have in between time from school and work and other things that I may have to do in my personal life. So number 10, do you ever freeze up around the camera when it's time to film? No, I've never been camera shy ever since I was a little girl. It's just naturally have came in ever since. Never been shy around a crowd, never. So that's why I knew that this would work for me, because I'm not shy. Number 11, what size shoe do you wear? I wear a women's 5.5 or a 6, and in kids I wear a 4 or 4.5. All of my sneakers are kid shoes. Yes, I have extremely small feet. I am 5 feet tall. I am short. So that's just the nitty gritty of it. I'm short with small feet. Hey, that's how it works. So question number 12 would be, do you like politics at all? Me, as time went on, I kind of lost interest in politics years ago. Just too much of a tug of war. People don't like you if you don't like this. People like you if you like that, and just too much tug of war. That's what I call it. Seesaw, tug of war, just too much. So me, I kind of stay neutral, the best of neutral. And I did tell my mom that, because my mom mainly was through a lot of the civil rights. She was born in the 50s when a lot of civil rights was still going on, and she had to ride in the back of the bus, and couldn't go in restaurants who took her money, and she had to eat it outside or at the back door. And she also had to shop through the back door certain stores. So she really pushed me to vote. So I still vote just for the strength of her only, because I really have lost interest in politics and politicians, period. So I just try to stay neutral, period, because it's a tug of war, and I just prefer not to be in the middle of the tug of war. Because you lose friends if you don't like this one, and you lose friends when you don't like that one. And I'm just one of the people where everybody respect, because I'm just neutral. I'm like, you can like who you like, but I'm still going to be neutral. Question number 13 is, do you ever visit your mom's gravesite? And if so, how often? My mom is not physically buried anywhere. She lives in my house with me. Well, her urn does. So this is my mother in this urn with, I put even a necklace around her. So yeah, this is her. I never wanted her buried, and she's going to stay with me until further notice, until I figure out what I want to do. But all I know is that right now she's with me because I feel like she carried me for 9 months, and I'm going to carry her forever. So if some people may understand where I'm coming from, some people finally might call me weird, but I never wanted her buried. I always wanted her to be with me physically, well, in the urn, but yeah, I feel like I just didn't want her buried because she's warm and her urn is warm in my house. So yeah, and I don't find it spooky to keep her urn because she's physically gone from her body. It's just her ashes is in there, but she's gone, her body. I mean, you know, this is just the remains of her body. So she's not here. It's just her ashes because she is free of all the pain that she endured. And she's in a happy place. So that's the positive part. So number 14 is, we notice a difference in your smile since the blog started up until now. What's changed? Well, what's changed is, in the beginning I was dating, I don't know what type of person I was dating, but I was just dating somebody, and I just prefer not to speak on that person at all. But all I know is it just, wow. That's all I can say. My energy is a whole lot better. That's all I can say, and different, because I've removed myself from that type of energy. So I guess, what else I can say on that? So I also dated somebody who really who didn't have a lot of positive energy in the beginning. So when I first started my blog, I did not really have somebody. I'm going to just tell you this. The person wasn't what I needed all along. It just wasn't. So some things are just not meant to be. And that's how it goes. You know, so I just hope he's okay. And whatever he's doing, and that's that. Because he can see my video here, so he knows I'm okay, because he have to paint the picture of my life through the videos. So that's the difference. The difference is I am with who I needed to be with all along. Question number 15 is, why do you talk to scammers when they call you and when you could just hang up? Me, I'm the type of person when you call me. So since you call me with some mess, some stupid stuff, I'm going to basically do it right back. So if you think you're going to call me and get my personal information, you're out of your mind, especially if I don't know you. So me, I look at it as the funny type. I turn it into a joke each time. So I tell the scammers all my problems and all the stuff I'm going through. I ask them how their kids doing, their mom doing, and yeah, I spin them in a whole different types of directions to the point they just hang up on me. So at first they were calling me 5 times a day, and now it's maybe once every 2 or 3 days they'll call my phone. But no, they do not call me, because I feel like if you hang up, they're going to keep calling. Or you could just simply say the stupid stuff that they say right back, or make some of the stories sound so crazy, insane, and ridiculous, they'll hang up. So most of the time, the scammers just hang up on me because they like, this woman is crazy. And I'm like, well, yeah, you crazy enough to call me, so I'm crazy enough to give you stupid stuff that you're trying to sell me. No, you're not getting a credit card information from me at all. Nothing. Question number 16. How does a hair fashion blogger and a gamer make a relationship work? Well, yes, my boyfriend is a gamer. Yes, he is. And I mean a hard gamer. So, how do we exist together is, one, we both are strong-willed people. That's one. So, we do balance each other out well. Because what I am weak at, he is strong at. What he's weak at, I am strong at. So, we balance each other out well. So, our hobbies are just different. That's all. He knows that I am a hair fashionista forever. And since he's met me, and that was back in 2010, 8 years ago. So, yeah, my boyfriend is not new to the scene. He's just returning back to the scene. So, we had to take some time apart to grow, and we got back together this year. So that's how it works. You know, sometimes you gotta fall apart to fall back together. So that's where it is. It fell apart to fall back in place, and we are happily together now, and we are moving forward in a very positive direction. Both of us, we make each other extremely happy. Question number 17. How do you feel about today's world issues? Me, I am neutral again, and I plug in my headphones and listen to music. Because sometimes when you get so caught up in today's issues, it will bring you down. So be careful what you get caught up in, because it will hurt your feelings, make you cry. You'll get to thinking about it more and more, and it will consume you. So don't let it consume you. If you're into something, don't let it consume you. Still make time to be happy. Period. Don't let nothing compromise your peace. If it's compromising your peace, it gotta go. Question number 18 is, what's your favorite board game? I am a thinker. So my favorite board game is probably the most boring board game most people don't understand or don't like. The game Clue is my favorite game. I like to think and solve mysteries and stuff like that. So I'm a hard thinker. And my job also requires me to do a lot of thinking. So yes, Clue is my favorite all-time board game. Question number 19. What's the stupidest thing you've ever done? The list goes on with that. It depends on what area of life you're talking. Me, I like to do a lot of stupid stuff, especially clown around to be funny. Because years ago, when Toys R Us was open, I would go in there with my parents and find the smallest bike, like a tiny bike a 1 or 2 year old would get on it, and I would sit on it and ride behind my mother with a helmet that's too small for my head, saying, "Ma, how do I look?" You know, I'm practicing my bike riding safety class, and people would laugh. She would laugh. My dad would laugh. All of that. So, yes, I like to clown around a lot. I am very goofy. I love to laugh. That's just what it is. I have a funny bone. And to know me is to probably laugh at me, because I have a funny bone. Question number 20. If you ever done a commercial, what kind of commercial you think you would do? As again, I like to laugh and joke a lot. So I'm going to have to say Super Bowl, because Super Bowl commercials make the funniest commercials ever. So me, if I can do a Super Bowl commercial, that would be hilarious. And I would have a lot of fun making it, because I like to laugh. Question number 21. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie it's like a childish movie and a family movie, but it has a great message. That would be Annie. And that would be starring Quvenzhané Wallis. If you never heard of her, follow her on Instagram. She's a very positive and bright young lady. And here's all the names of everyone in this movie. There'll be Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. Also, Rose Byrne and Bobby Cannavale. So, this is my favorite movie. And the moral of this movie is you had Annie who was a foster kid who was just looking for her parents. And by my mom being deceased and stuff like that, so you know, as daughters, a lot of us, some of us are close to our dads, but some of us really aren't. So Jamie Foxx, she managed to get in his life, and you know, but all I can say is just watch this movie. It's a very, very good message in this movie. I really, really, really love it. I first watched this movie earlier this year, and I've been in love with this movie ever since. And there's even a video in it called "You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile." That is one of my go-to songs when I'm feeling down sometimes, because sometimes I'm not always smiling. So sometimes when I'm thinking a little too hard, I just listen to that song and I just start smiling and laughing, and at my desk and going around to my coworkers smiling and making them laugh and stuff like that. So that movie has a very, very great message. Okay, question number 22. What makes you laugh? I have a dark sense of humor. So a lot of stuff that people find funny, I don't. And a lot of stuff that I find funny, people don't. So the movie Addams Family, Wednesday Addams is probably one of the best described people who can fit my sense of humor. Her and Morticia and Gomez, and yeah. So the Addams Family is probably my dark sense of humor. I laugh at stuff they would laugh at. So yeah, my sense of humor is dark. Question number 23 is, how old are you? Would you believe that I am 33 years old? I will be 34 next year. I may not look like it, but because of my height, but I feel like it. Question 24, where do you see the Beaute Geek brand in 5 years? Well, I see Beaute Geek doing a lot of great things in 5 years, like doing from hair tutorials with rods and flexi rods, and all of wigs, and just a lot of, I just have a lot as far as a plan to where I would move next. So makeup, probably will incorporate the makeup, and just a lot of different great things with hair, nails, and hopefully to do business with Fashion Nova, more and more business with Fashion Nova, and all these other brands. So the Beaute Geek brand will definitely be more. And I now have a website you can visit at www.beautegeek.com. So you can visit my website for to keep in touch with me, or send me a private message if you would like, or you can just hit me on Instagram, Beaute Geek, or you can email me at beautegeek2@gmail.com. So for the final question is question number 25. So, is there something you would like to tell your viewers? Because we noticed that there's a beautiful ring on your hand. Yes, it is something I need to tell my viewers, but it is coming up next year, and I will explain more as we go. So yes, Beaute Geek is becoming a Mrs. So I'm very, very excited and happy about that. So, I mean, who wouldn't be? It's just, yes, I am extremely excited about that. And yes, so Beaute Geek also have something to tell you guys next year as far as when, date, and also pictures of that as well. So this was my 25 question Q&A. If you have any more questions about, just in general, something that's really not too personal, you can email me at beautegeek2@gmail.com. I will be doing another Q&A probably on my year anniversary. So I just wanted to do a 6-month because I get a lot of different questions on Instagram and on my personal Facebook page. Also my like page, I get questions there on Facebook. You can like me on Facebook. I am Beaute Geek. And also you can visit my website, www.beautegeek.com. And if you want to know my name is Teresa. So yes, I am Teresa. I am Beaute Geek. So a lot of people in public say, hi, Beaute Geek in Baltimore. So I have to speak and all of that. And also I do, if you see me around Baltimore, you can ask me for a business card. So this is my business card here. So, and I also do plan to visit other states as well, to different natural hair shows, and there's one coming up in Baltimore in March if you wish to come and visit me in my hometown in Baltimore, Maryland, my state. So I look forward to my viewers, and I thank all of my viewers, all of my fans for being there, sticking by me from when this blog began in 2016. So thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a very great holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, whatever you celebrate. So thank you so very much, and I will see you on the next tutorial or video that I may have. And I actually have 2 that I need to post, so they probably will post right behind this video. So look out for another crochet braid mohawk that I did, and also a rice water tutorial or rice water video review as well, because 2 people on Instagram asked me about rice water and how does it work. So I will be posting them 2 videos right behind these 2. So stay tuned, okay? And I will see you guys personally in this next video Q&A that will be in June of next year. So if you had any questions, please email me, beautegeek2@gmail.com, and I will save all the questions for the very next tutorial. It will probably be 75 questions this time, because I only did 25 because I'm still in the beginning stages of the blog. So thank you so much. Have a great Sunday evening. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. See you again. Bye.